Since I teach the SAT, I sometimes have questions that are totally new, like this one is, but I've seen this question before. There's similar versions of this question out there on other practice tests and things. And it's funny because a lot of people get this wrong and they don't understand what it is. Even if they don't get it wrong, they bookmark it because they're really nervous about it for some reason. So I'm going to take more time in my explanation. It's not hard, but something about it really throws people. So at a state fair, attendees can win tokens that are worth a different number of points depending on the shape. One attendee won S square tokens and C circle tokens worth a total of 1,120 points. The equation 80S plus 90C equals 1,120 represents this situation. How many more points is a circle token worth than a square token? Well, whenever we have an equation, I guess it's specifically got to be like a linear equation. When we multiply something by a variable, that's kind of like a rate. Now, I don't want to use the word slope here because this is not in y equals mx plus b format, so slope is kind of getting lost in all of this, but it's still a rate, and it's the rate for that item. So the 80 is the rate for the s's, which we know are the square tokens, and 90 is the rate for the circle tokens. So what do we mean by a rate? Well, the only thing they talk about in this question is how much the tokens are worth. So it's how much they're worth. So how many more points is a circle token worth than a square token? Well, a circle token is worth 90 each, and a square token is worth 80. So what's the difference? 90 minus 80 is 10. That's the whole thing. Again, this is a very easy question. So please, if there is something about it that confuses you, I just want to know what it is. I have trouble understanding other people's confusion for something like this. I'm usually pretty good at that, but this one, I don't know. You guys, some people just get it wrong. I don't know what it is, but that's it. And there are a lot of questions on the SAT. I feel like we've even seen a few already in this section where we have to interpret an equation, and we have to remember that when we attach a number to the front of a variable, it's just like a rate for whatever that variable represents. So it's a speed, it's a cost, it's whatever it is. That might change as we get into weirder things like exponential equations, quadratic equations, but for lines, which is when we have no exponents whatsoever, that's pretty much the rule. So just be comfortable with that. Again, I don't want to call it a slope. It's not a slope, but it's a rate. And so that's all they're asking here. Compare the rates, do some subtraction. That's the whole question.